Yeah, this is a partnership between Woolworths Financial Services and Kihn School, which is the school for the hearing impaired and deaf people. It's really Jill here, who is the principal of the school, that I've partnered with in the past 12 months.
I'd like to introduce Witte, who is she's with Human Resources at Woolworths Financial Services. And Witte started as my partner, but now we're friends. And I just appreciate her because that she would even think of coming to our small little school, and your courage to reach out and touch the deaf community. Thank you, Witte.
Thank you very much. And I think that for me has been the lesson. I mean, I've shared that with the COP, and I would like to share with you again today. The first one is that we'll talk about my experience and how being part of that community has changed my life. And also we'll talk about the fun day, which is something that Jill and I put together, which was really for us a culmination of all the different interventions that have happened, your time to think, your community building, your flawless consulting, and other interventions, and COP in particular. Yeah, so for me, when I went to the school, so there were 2 or 3 schools that I needed to choose from, and one colleague of mine said, hey, why don't you choose Kihn? And it's the school for the hearing impaired. I said, okay, no problem. And it never really clicked to me what that meant. I was fine because I really didn't have any school that I was attached to at that moment. But when I got there, then I went to Jill to meet her, and I was like, okay, we're going, then we're going to talk about the program, what is going to happen, and that was all that was in my mind. It was actually about us putting this thing together. It was never about me and what I was going to learn in the process. When I got to the school, I see the school kids. Firstly, as I park, I'm like, it's quiet. There's no buzz and whatever, but it doesn't quite disturb me. And then I go into the secretary's office and looking for Jill. Then Jill comes out. Before Jill comes out, 3 or 4 kids come through the passage, and I said, "Hi, how are you?" And then it dawned on me that I'm actually the one who's disabled here. Because now, Jill came, she spoke to the kids, the secretary is talking to them, I'm the only one now who can't talk. And that for me was the biggest lesson, because we do have people here at work who are hearing impaired. And which I am sorry to say, we have been comfortable to talk through emails when we talk to them. We were fine with that. They are in the minority, but we really never took the time to understand them, to understand their culture, to understand how they're feeling as a minority, and also to ensure that our programs, our communication, and everything that we do does accommodate them. And that is one of my biggest missions, to ensure that as we continue, we are cognizant of that in this day in South Africa, we are able to accommodate people who are disabled, as we are expected in HR in particular to accommodate women and people who were previously disadvantaged. So to me, that was the biggest lesson. Okay, and then we continue. And then Jill, I'll give it to Jill to just tell about her story as well.
Okay, so before, especially with leadership, as a principal, you feel alone. And you kind of feel, this is what I felt, and I know a lot of us do, you feel pressured and you feel obliged to be the leader. You're getting paid for that. And you organize everything, and you must solve everyone's problems. But, and then, when we did Partners for Possibility, we had this amazing opportunity. We went through Time to Think, we went through different courses, flawless consulting, and we also did insights with Woolworths as well, and even the COPs. That really changed my whole leadership. I learned to step back. I learned to listen to people, my staff. I also learned to just relax more and allow them to solve their own problems. And also things like when they had ideas, I would actually listen to the ideas and give them space to try out the ideas. And I think that's one of the most amazing things, was to be able to see how people grew, and people are still now growing, because this is just the beginning. And how they feel empowered, and they feel, they've got a lot of gifts and talents inside of them. So it was like a space to give them opportunity. Those treasures hidden inside now are starting to come out and shine in the school community, and not only staff, parents as well, children, and even people we partnership with, like businesses.
Yeah.
So you can share.
Yeah, I mean, for me as well, especially in Flowers Consulting, so my role is that of human resource business partner. So I'm an internal business partner, and I took strong lessons in how to deal with partners internally, where you look at what is it that you need and you stick to it and talk about your feelings about that. And the one that was emphasized a lot, to say, no, I'm not going to do it, I can't do it. So that has really helped me in my role. And for me, I think having gone to the school and having had numerous discussions with Jill and planning sessions and interventions from as we said, the programs and COPE, it was really a pleasure for me at the end of all of this to see how things have come together and how what we have learned we managed to apply in an event that we had arranged, which was the Fun Day, which happened to be during the same time as the Deaf Awareness Week, where having learned from the different programs, we managed at the end of the day. And for me, it was really how Jill was very calm about, I would say, letting go and let the teachers decide what the program is going to be about. Let the teachers decide what logo is going to go on the T-shirts. As part of community, the parents as well, they arranged the stalls and the way they wanted to arrange and what they wanted to be in the stalls. The children, which was one of the exercises we did in the community building, was an invitation. We used that where children came up with did the invitation, and they took it a step further, where that they, in the neighborhood, they went to deliver it in the post boxes of the people that stay in observatory. As a result, the turnout was amazing. And even the deaf community as well, we invited previous kids that used to be in their thingy to man the stations. Neighbors were there manning the stalls. The governing body was the one who arranged the walk. And also from my side as well, I mean, we needed to update the pamphlet of the school, and that is the only bit I could do in that. But the interesting part for me and the biggest lesson is that when you put your mind to something, you really are able to get this, and the lessons that you get from Partners for Possibilities are amazing. Even going back to the deaf culture, when I'm now even with my kids, conscientizing them and making them aware of what is happening out there. We'll share with you a few of the pics, and then Jill will just wrap up. Jill will wrap up at the end. This was when we went to Flawless Consulting. This one of the programs that we did is that our biggest drive this year was to do leadership empowerment, and this is Jill's management team, and we have we have sessions that we have together to look at their profiles and how we can work together. We've got a follow-up session next week Friday, and that journey will continue, because it's important for us that your leadership walks the talk, and then we believe that it will cascade down to the rest of the people. That is the session. This is the invitation we spoke about. This is what the kids did. And it was so special to the parents as well, because then they personalized it and sent it to their parents. I mean, and to there were many other variations. The co-op did see that. So it has been interesting. This is the walk on the day. And yeah, it was really amazing. And yeah, thank you very much. And Jan will just.
So I just want to say, as we say in sign language, thank you. We want to thank the PFP and our sponsors and all of you, the COPE, our group, and anybody who was involved, all you just by being here. We want to say thank you. This is what happened for us. Wata and I just want to share this. Often you are the horse with the stick on the merry-go-round, going round and round and round. You get stuck in a system, you get stuck in a perception, you get stuck, and you just keep going round. So I can just say thank you so much, because we have become real live free horses. We are moving, we're on our way, we have vision, and for us, like, it was not just the school, it was the school, it was the business, and it's our lives. So we're going forward to a better future.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.